Last summer, while Valve was shipping out the newest version of the Knuckles to developers, there was a new piece of software to be able to essentially test out the different features of the then newly released Knuckles, at least for developers. Portal Moondust is a Unity-based tech demo that was mainly created by Zach Brown in order to be able to demonstrate the different capabilities of the new Knuckles controllers. This took place on an Aperture Science-owned moon base, where you collect moon rocks to shoot off a rocket, build a space station, race around little RC car dune buggy moon things, and attempt to throw Aperture Science branded grenades at targets. Well, it's been about 9 months, and out of nowhere, on March 19th, 2019, Moondust gets an update. Moondust 3.0 is shipped alongside the new 2.2 update to the SteamVR Unity plugin, and essentially all it means is that this piece of demonstration software has been updated in order to be able to demonstrate to developers the new features of the SteamVR 2.2 Unity plugin. The confusing part, to me, is just how content-rich this tech demo is becoming. It's not on par with the lab just yet, but if this continues to be updated alongside the SteamVR Unity plugin, then it will be. And the infuriating thing is that the Knuckles still aren't done. They're still not shipped, and there are a few pieces of software out there that I really want to try with the Knuckles. Pavlov, Moondust, Boneworks. I know that Valve is waiting for the software to be finished so that when the hardware releases, they have their Super Mario 64 alongside to be able to demonstrate why they needed to design their own controller. And I know that if they want to be able to remain competitive with the ever-growing VR marketplace, they need to ship soon. And I really hope that in the face of Google's new streaming platform, Epic Games, EA taking over with Apex Legends, and the fact that the Oculus Quest is really raising some eyebrows during GDC makes me desperately hope that Valve is ready to actually compete. And we don't really know if they're going to try and release to remain competitive against Oculus, Google, EA, Epic, or anybody at all. So what's new in this Moondust update? Well, Joe Jeff, for one. This is Joe Jeff. If it were up to me, I would say this is probably the best character Valve has made for a single-player title in the last, let's say, 8 or 9 years. Joe Jeff is just a character that they're placing around to be able to separate Moondust from the Portal IP, because Moondust is supposed to be open source, and as Zach Brown has stated in a couple of places, removing a little bit of the Portal branding allows it to be fully Creative Commons, because you're not running into the Portal licensing issues. You also have Buggy Buddy Plus, an expanded version of those remote control cars with different tracks you need to race around, along with a leaderboard for fastest time. And you also have an expanded version of the space station, essentially allowing you to spin the space station while you're building it. That's really cool. And you also have a new space station to explore, along with new music, original to Moondust, along with a lot of original art. And I had a chance to ask Zach Brown a couple questions, and apparently this is all 2 people at Valve. Zach Brown and Keith Bradner are the 2 people still working on Moondust, and back when it released last year, there were only 3 people working on Moondust. And yet, this is one of the most content-rich single-player pieces of software Valve shipped since Portal 2. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with this. All of the music, art, assets, everything original to Moondust has been made mostly by Zach Brown by himself. And you want to know something really strange? The one person that is shipping a lot of content at Valve is younger than I am, at 18 years old. As it currently stands, I have had no ability to be able to play this version of the game, as my Vive wands do not track anymore. They used to at least convert to the hand positions, and I had to be able to finagle my way to use my fingers. However, even with Zach Brown adding in an official config file for the Vive wands, my hands still aren't being tracked. So Zach or Keith, if you see this, I can't play this yet. Let's all hope that the Knuckles are shipping soon. And keep in mind that when they ship, we're likely getting HLVR and possibly one other game at the same time. So that'll be a really interesting day if and when it comes. Thank you very much for watching. Follow my Twitter and Discord for up-to-date news, and have a good day. Adios.